Well, George, I didn't ask to be a Palestinian. I just got lucky. So seeing the Palestinian flag waved all over the world makes me happy that it is a central issue. Actually, I would like to see the Palestinian flag and the kufiya, the symbol of freedom and peace. It's ironic that the world is turning a blind eye to the issue of Palestine as if Palestinians are the aggressors. We will not vanish like Native Americans. We will stay there. We teach the love and history of our homeland to our kids and generations to come. Probably Palestine is the only country still colonized under military occupation worldwide. That's why there is solidarity and sympathy from people around the world, because when an oppressed nation, they are being subjected to this cruel hegemony, Americans, West, everybody's fighting the Palestinians simply because they are seeking freedom. So we believe that this is a just cause, and Palestinians will never raise the white flag. We know that colonizers will leave. That's why we have this vision, we have this belief that whatever Israel does to the Palestinians, Palestinians will continue fighting. Palestinians use different methods, peaceful resistance, armed struggle. We were let down by the international community, the United Nations, Security Council. So Palestine one day will be free.
Dr. Ghada, Arafat used to say to me all the time, "We are not the Red Indians." And I put that out on social media a week or so ago and got banned. It got banned because it was offensive to the Native Americans, calling them Red Indians. Arafat was before the new political correctness. But it is true, isn't it, that the Palestinians have refused to go into the museum. And that's what really sticks in the throat of the empire. Sif Al-Helou, journalist, correspondent, political analyst from Gaza. It's less than 100 miles from Armageddon to Gaza. I looked it up just before the show. Megiddo is 110 kilometers from Gaza. Are we making, I've made that journey. Are we all going to make that journey in the opposite direction? Does Gaza lead to Armageddon? Do the Palestinians agree to go into the Sinai Desert and live there waiting for what an Israeli leader said, for the international community to build cities for them? Or are they going to stay put?
Well, George, I was in Gaza last month and with my family, and we anticipated that the Israelis might attack Gaza without any pretext. So the idea of Israel waging an offensive and onslaught in Gaza was there all the time. We successfully made it safe back to London. Gaza has been always headache to Israel because it is described as the capital of resistance. And because of the steadfastness for people under Israel's crippling blockade for the past 16 years, that was something wasn't explained to Israelis, that the more you pressure people, the more they become resisting to those collective punishment policies. Now, I don't think the Palestinians of Gaza would agree or would accept the idea of becoming refugees again and be pushed towards the Sinai Peninsula, for the simple reason that 2/3 of Gaza population originally are descendants of refugees. And they say there is no guarantee if we go back, if we go to Egypt or Sinai, that Israel would allow them to go back if Israel decides to invade.
Well, there's a guarantee
Gaza.
that they wouldn't.
Yeah, well, but my family, they refused to leave the house despite the leaflets dropped from the air. They say we would rather die in our house. The people of Gaza are dismayed by the apathy of the so-called international community due to the lack of action of the international community. They are left alone to face their fate. Unfortunately, it seems that Palestinians are being dehumanized. It seems that Palestinian blood has no value to the Western societies. No place safe in Gaza. Hospitals were bombarded, clinics, mosques, universities. Everything is a target. Israel does not need a justification to attack Palestinians. Simple as that.